For me, it was really around the focus on working with purely engineering clients. So it means a lot to sort of be a part of something really, really big, and being able to see a product, come down the end of a line that you've helped work on is something that feels really rewarding. Another aspect that was really important to me was sort of the emphasis on the culture and the fun side, and sort of being part of a almost like family type feel within the team, and really being friends, I guess, with the people that you're working alongside with. I think that kind of team bond really stood out for me. For me, I think the three words that describe QR are data, people, and fun. For us, spending time on site with clients is really important. So a typical week for me would be sort of, a Monday morning, going up to a client site, wherever that might be, in an airport, in an office. It varies so much depending on the client. Get some face time with key stakeholders. So whether that's through meetings, through workshop. There will likely also be an aspect involving kind of data analysis. So whether that's, doing some analysis in Excel, creating some visuals, using a different tool, perhaps an opportunity to present them back to a client. Then we typically finish relatively on time. We're not big fans of working late into the evening. And then, say we're on site away, the team might get together, have dinner together, do something fun in the evening, kind of keep it nice and social, and then stay over throughout the week in order to kind of cut down on that travel and have that FaceTime. For me, one of the most rewarding aspects of what we do is this feeling that you're actually making someone's day-to-day life easier, even if it's something really small, like, say you're working with someone and they're spending hours a week, copying and pasting information between spreadsheets. It's a really boring task, and no one really wants to do that as part of their job. So even just a kind of quick automation or a quick fix, something like that, can actually make the difference of a couple of hours to someone's week, and really kind of take the pressure off and allow them to focus on the tasks that they actually care about doing, and the things in their job that they like doing that they haven't been able to because perhaps they've been blocked by this kind of admin burden. So even just a small change, I think, can really have a big impact on for someone at a personal level. For me, it's really collaborative, specifically in the consulting team. Like, we have monthly get-togethers with the team, regardless of the different projects and clients that people might be spread out across. Everyone gets together and is really keen to kind of get involved and be engaged on helping each other kind of solve problems together, come at things with a new approach, some experience that they have from, a previous experience, and really work together on helping solve, each other's problems. It really helps kind of foster that team dynamic of wanting to work together, learning from others, and kind of mentoring others in the team. So yeah, it feels really collaborative. I'd actually say enthusiastic. I think everyone's really keen to jump in and get their hands dirty and kind of get their teeth into a problem. So we have a lot of different opportunities. So because everyone's typically split across different clients and things, it's really important that we have these internal initiatives to bring everyone back together and kind of keep that kind of team spirit and culture. For example, of some of the ones that I'm a part of, so I do a lot of work with the Women's Mentorship Scheme. So this is a scheme that we've set up internally to recognise the kind of challenges that women face within the engineering industry, and to provide that extra support and mentorship to help women kind of build these skills and reach their career goals that they kind of might not otherwise have. It's been really rewarding, as well as a way to kind of connect with other really like-minded people within the business. And yeah, to be able to see the scheme grow and see it have kind of a positive impact on engaging both people at all levels. So, whether that's kind of new starters coming in as new mentors to the scheme, up to really kind of senior people and part of, within the senior leadership, kind of really wanting to be involved and mentor and, provide kind of coaching sessions and things to help support people. It's really shown to me kind of where the values and kind of priorities of those in senior leadership lie, and I think personally in the right place. The learning curve for me when I first joined, it was nothing that I thought it would be. So I thought that I would really, that as someone who hasn't come from an engineering background, I thought that I would really struggle with all of the knowledge around the industry. But actually, because there's so much available in terms of learning and development resources, as well as a kind of structured bootcamp when you join, I felt that actually I was able to get up to speed on those things really quickly. And the people around me on my project were really, really supportive in terms of being, spending that extra time to talk me through things and help me get up to speed. I think what I found more challenging was around, the kind of senior conversations that you have from quite an early stage. So we're keen to put people in front of a client from early on. There's no sort of sitting in the back office making slides and things like that. And I think that can be, it can be quite daunting to be talking to and advising people who are, have got 10, 15 years experience in the industry. But the more I progressed, the more I understood that actually we really do know what we're doing, and we have such a leverage in terms of the resources that we have and the hive mind that we are in very rightly in this position to be kind of giving that advice. The most valuable skill that I've learned at QR, I'd actually say is one of the biggest changes I've seen in myself since I've joined was around just my confidence. I came into the job and I would feel quite nervous even just presenting to someone that I knew well. But even by the end of the first year and beyond that, my line manager was so supportive with that and made sure that I had these kind of safe opportunities to test out that skill and really build it. And now I'm in a position where it honestly doesn't bother me at all, and it's incredibly freeing to kind of have that confidence and feel much more self-assured in your own capability. It's just something that I don't really worry about in the way that I used to when I perhaps joined the company. Success in the recruitment process is something that should really be emphasized, is that do not act in a way that you think that we want to see. What we really want to see is your own character and your own genuine spin on things come through. I really like it when you actually get to know a candidate's personality in an interview and think, oh, this is someone who I can really connect with, someone that I want to work together on a problem with. No one wants to work with a robot. You want to kind of feel like you can have a one-on-one casual conversation with someone as well as a serious one. So being able to kind of let your own personality shine through is really important. Another key aspect, I think, is around taking a kind of data-driven approach. So, using the numbers and the information that you have in order to take a kind of logical approach towards a problem, rather than just presenting back the key kind of information that's already there. My advice to candidates applying, I would say, when you are given information, choose to analyze it and take a data-driven approach to that analysis, especially in this century. Any kind of decent AI tool any decent AI tool can summarize the information back to a client. So it's not really something that we're looking for. What we're looking for is a genuine interest in the information being presented and a unique take on the analysis in order to find something that's actually insightful and impactful. Being able to demonstrate that through the interview process, to me, is a really key indicator of success when working with clients.